Hey guys, so I wanted to do a quick video about macros. I've been getting all sorts of questions from you guys, and I've counted macros for many years now, so I know all about it, but I know there's a lot of people out there who don't know what it's about, so I figured this would be a good opportunity to explain it. And it's very simple. Macros are a great way to eat a very balanced diet. Counting macros is like counting calories. I guess it would be like a fancier version of it. And it's not even fancy. It's just another way to do it. It's like, if you've done Weight Watchers and you've counted points, or you've done the zone diet and you've counted blocks, it's very similar. But instead of counting those things, you're counting macronutrients, macros. So the protein, carbs, and fat grams in your food. And all foods are made up of protein, carbs, and fat. And so instead of counting calories or points or blocks, you're counting these macros in your diet. And I think it's a much more balanced approach to tracking your food and paying attention to your food choices, because you can eat 300 calories worth of donuts or 300 calories of salmon and rice and broccoli, and you're going to have two very different effects on your body and how your body uses those calories and how you feel afterwards and the whole bit. So that's why I love macros so much. For me it's very much gives me freedom in my diet, that I can have, all the good stuff, all the carrots and all that healthy stuff, but then I can have the cake too and the wine. And it kind of gives me a balanced guideline and some buffer. I always say it's almost like bumper bowling. It gives you some like bumpers to keep your diet in check. So you're not eating all the junk, you're eating the good stuff too, but it just helps you balance those choices. And then I also have a macro meal plan business, and so I work with clients one-on-one. And I just want to tell you real quick about the programs that I offer. And I offer three packages, and the first one is called Just Macros, where you get that macronutrient calculation, and it's individual to the person, and it's how many grams of protein, carbs, and fat you should get in your diet. And that number is based on your body fat, your body weight, your activity level, the type of working out you're doing, if you're doing yoga versus training for a half marathon, your occupation, if you're a teacher and you're standing and walking around all day, or if you're just sitting at a desk, and then also your body type. There are different body types out there. So where you gain and lose weight, if you put on muscle easily, so like the mesomorph, ectomorph, and endomorph. If you've ever Googled these things or read up on them, there are different body types, so that plays into that calculation. And then of course your goals, do you want to lose weight? Do you want to put on muscle? Do you want to gain some weight? Are you training for a race? So there's all sorts of stuff that go into that calculation. But with Just the Macros, you get Just the Macros, and then you get a quick guide that gives you kind of the dealio on tracking macros in MyFitnessPal, as well as some little quick tips to make it easier for you, and then 12 macro-friendly recipes that will get you going, inspire your meals and snacks and all that good stuff. And then the second two plan options I have are called Jumpstart Your Macros and Macro Results, and they're very similar. They're actually the same format. It's just one's 4 weeks and one's 8 weeks. And with the 4 week, it's just a jumpstart, just gets you going, and that's for somebody who has maybe counted macros before, just needs a little accountability and support, or it's somebody who is new, but they're pretty good on their own. Like if you tell them what to do, they're good to go. And you're on the plan for 4 weeks, you get your macronutrient calculation, you have a coach, so you get weekly check-ins and accountability from the coach, as well as our private Facebook group. And then you get 6 macro-friendly recipes every week, and they change from week to week. And those recipes actually work as the base of your plan. So you can make all 6 recipes, you can take 2 or 3 and make them for the week, but you use those recipes to build the foundation of your day in MyFitnessPal. So if there's a recipe on there for an egg bake, great. You make that and you put that on your plan for the day. And then if there's, a crock pot chicken, you can plan that into your day. And if there's protein balls, you can plan that into your day for dessert. So you have most of your day already planned out, and all the recipes come with the macronutrient breakdown. So you just add it real quick into MyFitnessPal, and then you kind of just piece together your snacks and other meals. And that's based on your taste preferences, what your family's eating, what you have in the fridge ready to go. But you're basically planning your day with some help from those recipes. And of course your coach, if you have questions or concerns or anything like that. So that's the 4 week plan. The 8 week plan, I call it macro results, just because it's 8 weeks, you're gonna have a longer time to see changes in your body and get used to counting macros and trying new things. So it's just 8 weeks, and it's for somebody who needs the accountability, has a certain goal in mind, needs the motivation, and it's just a longer time to work with somebody. And we have those check-ins and all that good stuff, and we'll adjust your macros as needed as the 8 weeks go. So yeah, 2 very different plans, and I mean, I've seen all sorts of clients do both plans, and it just depends, what your goals are and what you need from a coach, or if you're just, self-sufficient and you can just go with it once you have the tools you need. So yes, that's the plans in a nutshell and macros in a nutshell. And if you guys have any questions, I mean, feel free to reach out. I love talking about this stuff. I'm a huge fan of macros, obviously. I use them most days of the week. I do not track every day, and that's a big thing that I do teach my clients, is that macros are important, but they are not the end all be all. And I think you can track macros most days of the week and kind of be a little loose with them, and they'll still work. But I think they're a great guideline for living that healthy, happy life where you're not totally focused on food, but you are seeing some sort of results. So that's all I got for now. Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, reach out with any questions, or check out the macro plan options on Carrots and Cake under the nutrition tab, and feel free to ask any questions or contact me about anything.